Welcome back to episode 191? 191 of Hypoxia.
Yeah.
You're saying 1-1.
No, because that's Public Enemy. Public Enemy number one. Okay, whatever. You're not that bad.
Anyway, even though I was told yesterday I am, so I was just like, oh, okay, I'm honorary, I guess. So either way, but not, yeah. Welcome back, episode 191. It's your boy, Mr. Alex, and Mr. Cooler on the other end. We are here after a somewhat. Again, it's always going to be a busy week now, loading into what we're doing with the G1. Got AEW. We got NXT doing their shit. WWE stuff that we can talk about. Personal shit we're working on. And so, yeah, it's just, busy times. So we could just jump right into it. Like I said, I already pretty much said what we're going to be talking about.
Did I show you my birthday mug last week?
Oh, no, you did not.
Well, I was drinking out of it, and this is it. Sam.
You couldn't get one that says you're an asshole? Keep that shit up? Come on, Sam. That would have been dope. That would have been dope. Sam, that's what I want. You're an asshole. Keep that shit up. Or somebody in my fucking work or family, whatever. Get it from me. I don't know. Whatever.
Honestly, that's
dope. That's dope. I like it. It's cool. So yeah, I think we can just start with New Japan. I mean, we have some interesting news coming. Before we get to the G1, we have interesting news that during the G1, Harold Meiji will be stepping down, or Mage, I don't know how to say his last name, but will be stepping down from New Japan Pro. So why are you snapping like it's a fucking...
Because I don't want to clap. It feels like a jazzy type of moment.
I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
So when he first started, he pretty much said that he was going to bring in $200 million.
Did he?
No. If anything,
200 million what? Viewers, maybe?
$2 million. $200 million.
$200 million.
Yes, and so this is everything, because honestly, it was very weird to begin with for him to be part of New Japan, because he's not an Asian, and you know how the Asian guys are when it comes down to business. It's very cultural. It's very You have to be of this culture, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And only connection he had to that culture was toys. Like, that's what I'm seeing. Only connection he had to the culture was
commercial growth wise. I understand it in terms of what you were saying, like toys and the app and whatever. Now that they have the trading card game and shit like that, he brought that stuff to the table. But beyond
which
that,
is not the worst. But at the same time, Access TV was bought out by Anthem, which owns, you guessed it, Impact Wrestling. Exactly. And Impact Wrestling, they wanted to have a partnership, and guess what? New Japan said no for whatever reason, and
that was the easiest thing to do.
And it's the easiest thing to do, but at the same time, this is a TV. It's also part of a TV deal.
Yeah.
So you lose your TV deal in the States because of that.
Yeah.
It goes back to grudge holding. Don't hold grudges in business, at least not all the time.
Yeah, agreed.
But it's part of it. So he said no to Anthem, who owns Impact, who owns Access TV, who said, we no longer need you on our television, whatever streaming site, however it is. So that's one loss. You're holding a grudge against everybody in AEW. That's
over a business decision.
Yes.
Yeah.
A better business decision.
Yeah, for them at least.
For them personally, and pretty much for you as well. Yeah. And also, even though Ring of Honor is not the best wrestling company to maintain a deal with, it's still a good company to maintain a deal with.
Yeah.
And we saw how that looked in around April WrestleMania weekend. We had no Ring of Honor show. We had no G1. We had no Supercard.
We had nothing. Yeah.
We had nothing at all. Anything. Although Ring of Honor they pretty much just figured out how to have an empty arena show with the Ring of Honor Pure tournament, which I just saw like half of a highlight of a match.
Yeah.
It's still like you can help them. You can help them out. You can figure out some resources. They can figure it out too. But if there's no reason to figure it out, there's no reason to figure it out.
Yeah.
They're gonna utilize each other. But last year G1 was amazing, and then this year there's no G1, there's no Supercard. So what are we supposed to do?
I mean, there's a G1 this year, but what you mean is there's no G1 Supercard.
G1 Supercard, There's no combination of
or Supercard of Honor with New Japan or whatever.
There's no WrestleMania weekend show.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's a really big loss, even though it's a big loss, but at the same time, it's not the biggest loss for them.
No.
Everything altogether is a big loss for them.
Yeah, I think overall, like you said, I think it's a lot of just grudges being held with AEW and with Impact and whatever. Like, you could have just made these deals and you possibly could have brought in $200 million had you just been like, all right, let me just be a businessman and let me make these, these partnerships with AEW.
Sometimes
and
you have
Impact.
to suck on some sour grapes.
You do. And you know what? Like, it's fine. Like, it's just, I think it would have been a better overall deal for everybody involved, really, because like you have AEW, they have the American market. If you have New Japan people working, and Jericho said it himself, like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, we should be working together. Last time he was in New Japan, he was like, we should be working together.
That was around Wrestle Kingdom.
Like, exactly. He's like, we should be doing this because like I want to work with these people. I want to give a title shot to anybody here as the fucking as the AEW World Champion. Like, I want to have Tanahashi. I want to have.
You want to have
this and that. What are we doing?
Prestige, and it makes the title a real world title.
Yeah,
and that's the only thing that we've really been. That's one of the main things that we've been getting at. We've been getting at that. We've been getting at just cross promotion between all brands.
Like, I would love to see the IWGP Heavyweight Championship pop up on fucking AEW.
We've had countless conversations of I would love to see Jon Moxley walk into whichever arena with both titles, the New Japan title and the AEW title.
Yeah, exactly. He should be able to.
Like, he's a double champ. Respect it.
I mean, hopefully we'll see what happens. Hopefully somebody comes in, somebody that understands the business, the nature of the business. Because like you said, he wasn't part of the wrestling business at all. He's a toy business guy. So like, now that hopefully you bring somebody in that understands the industry and it's like, hey, you know what? We could be making way more fucking money with partnerships in the United States. We have an easy partnership to make in the United States with AEW.
Yeah. And honestly,
what are we doing? Or with Impact. What are we doing? Let's get our TV deal back.
Yeah, honestly, like, thinking about it, AEW is doing it the best way. They might not be like, it's honestly just a bad year for everyone right now.
Everyone, yeah, absolutely.
But AEW is still finding a way. Like, we just had Thunder Rosa showing up on the pay-per-view too, but she showed up exactly NWA. Like, AEW has to sit there and say, listen, Billy Corgan, it's no hard feelings. You lost the guy. You didn't want to re-sign him, or they didn't want to re-sign. Whatever that goes, whatever happens, that's between you guys. But Ricky Starks wants to be with me. Eddie Kingston wants to be with us.
Yeah. We want to work.
Yeah, like they want to work, and we want to work, and we can work. Like, Billy Corgan is still trying to figure out what's happening with NWA. He keeps saying, "Oh, it's gonna pop up again. It's coming soon, coming soon, coming soon." But there's a million things that's coming soon, and there's a million things that we've all said are coming soon and never came at all. So it's just the point of, let's get it done. If we can all be friends, if we can all do business together, we don't even have to be friends. If we can do business together and do what we're doing, how we're doing it, and put it on the highest pedestal. Like, we all know that WWE is the main competition, but they don't want to work with anybody. We either make it obvious that they need to.
Let's bring the world to the United States, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Let's make it a world thing. That's it. That's all you have to do. And hopefully the new person, whoever comes in, gets that done. But Yeah, I think that's enough of that. So we could probably just get into the G1
Let's do it.
Supercard. September 30th, I'm just going to run through the matches. I'm going to go too in-depth. So you had Yota Tsuji defeating Yoa Yomura, the Young Lions.
Young Lions.
Decent match. I watched part of it and I was like, oh shit, I'm still watching this. Let me fast forward. So it's pretty decent. I was at work, so I was just like, whoa, let me fast forward through this. So starting the A block night, 4 or 5, I think, at this point. We have Minoru Suzuki defeating Yujiro Takahashi. Minoru Suzuki is on 3 wins and 1 loss at 6 points. Yujiro Takahashi is sitting on no points at the moment. He's Chase Owens. Somebody has to be. We have Kota Ibushi defeating Jeff Cobb.
And we love you, Chase Owens. It's just that
somebody has to be the Chase Owens.
I'm sorry.
You know your place, kinda.
Respectfully, you know what you do, and
you do it well.
And you know your ranking.
Yeah,
it's honestly your ranking. It's not anything else other than your ranking.
Yeah, absolutely. After that, we had Kota Ibushi versus Jeff Cobb. Kota Ibushi won, so he's with 3 wins. That was a beast of a match. We had 3 wins and 1 loss for 6 points for Kota, and 1 win and 3 losses for Jeff Cobb on 2 points. Hopefully, he can bounce back, get a couple more points, and kind of make a run towards the back end. Hopefully,
and that's why
I have about 4 more matches or 5 more. Matches?
I think 4 more. But that's why I keep asking you, like, have they announced where he's signing at? Because it doesn't look like he's signing to New Japan with this record. It doesn't look like it because I don't think New Japan announced it. I don't think anybody said anything. And we all love Jeff Cobb. It's just that it doesn't look like it's a fruitful...
But he's putting on some great fucking shows. It's not like he's just getting washed too. That's the thing.
Yeah, no, it's not like it's
I know what you mean.
It's a slouching. It's just a showcase of losses.
Yeah, I get it. But I get it. But this is the thing. You talk about showcase of losses. Look at, like, not to jump ahead NXT, but like look at fucking this dude losing. Exactly, he loses every fucking pay-per-view. So,
but we love.
Yes, he's signed, but at the same time,
he's loved. And I don't want to say we love him, but we really like him. We admire what he does, what he can do. We admire his ability.
Yeah,
we admire his ability.
Is like I said, I don't want to jump too far ahead of NXT. I just wanted to mention it. We'll get to that afterwards. But I think Jeff Cobb, if he hasn't signed, he probably will sign after this. He's probably just seeing how the tournament's going, if anything. And if he's comfortable over there, he's going to be there for at least a month since when the tournament started until when it ends. So we'll see exactly what happens overall. So, but yeah, he's only sitting on 2 points. After that, we had Kazuchika Okada defeating Taichi. So he's on 2 wins and 2 losses with 4 points. Taichi finally lost 3 wins and 1 loss. A really good fucking match, honestly. Taichi gave him all he had, but eventually Okada's gonna turn on his Rainmaker shit. Yeah, I wonder what you're looking at that you put that way.
I'm watching Kenta versus Evil on the first. Mm-hmm. I like it, but I don't like it. It's Bullet Club versus Bullet Club, and I've already spoke about how much Evil doesn't deserve to. Not deserve. He doesn't need to be in a Bullet Club.
Theoretically speaking, neither does Kenta.
Yes, I told you outside of the podcast, I wanted to go back. I don't need it to go back to where it's just the non-Japanese or the non-Asian wrestlers.
I think you need some people in there still, some Japanese or Asian wrestlers in there still. I mean, that's another discussion.
Bone Soldier, Taiji Shimura.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
we can keep him.
You got the token Asian man, like in fucking South Park, the token black man, fucking jerk.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Kenta and Evil should have their own factions.
It'll be called Keeble. Anyways.
I wouldn't even put them together, but still. But yeah, that would work too. But I'm just watching this match and how it ended, and I'm like, I don't get it because why? It's like I get it. Dick Togo is just there for Evil, not there for the whole club. Mm-hmm. But you should be. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating, but time will tell. Hopefully, time will reveal all.
So after that, we had Will Ospreay defeating Jay White in another fucking crazy match. They're both sitting at 3 wins and 1 loss with 6 points, and Will Ospreay.
Oh my god!
That's coming up. Wait, I mean, I thought you saw that match.
I did.
Oh yeah,
It was a
great match.
really good match. The fact that Jay lost, I was not expecting that.
I wasn't expecting that either.
The fact that Will is so much
it was spoiled for me last night.
Yeah.
But still, continue.
The fact that Will is so much more big, not even so much more, it's
but you maybe can just tell the size difference now. Yeah,
it's about 10 to 15 pounds.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's obvious, and
I mean, you can see it when he was with Shingo. They're almost exactly the same size.
Yeah.
Shingo's a big motherfucker, so
yeah. He's a big, small guy. He's just solid like a motherfucker. Yeah. I was just not expecting that match to be what it was, but I think they were young lions together as well.
Yeah. And then after that, we had at the main event of the night, we had Tomohiro Ishii versus Shingo Takagi. What a match. Boy, what a match.
Shingo and who?
Shingo and Tomohiro Ishii. You ain't paying attention? You looking at your phone, motherfucker?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to respond, but I'm trying not to.
Anyways, but yeah, they're both sitting on one win and he won with the vertical drop brainbuster on Tomohiro Ishii. It was a really good match. I mean, it's obviously what you expect, two heavy hitters. Everybody's a fucking heavy hitter in the heavyweight division. So
everyone's a heavy hitter in Japan.
But some people hit more than most. So but it was a great, and to me, for that to be the main event of the night shows that, it's not just about Okada and Ibushi and Naito and this and that. Like, the fact that anybody could have the main event that night, I really respect like that because it's just like, although they are our main stars, although our double champ is in here, like, he doesn't always have to be, the main event guy. Yeah. Let's give it to somebody else, which is one thing I really like about the G1 tournament. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be that. So moving on to, I'll get into the tables after this and go through the rankings. And then moving on to October 1st, B block, we had a Iota Tsuji.
I'm looking at. I think
draw with Gabriel Kidd in the beginning of the day. After that, we had Juice Robinson defeating Toru Yano. Toru Yano finally lost, which was fucking bullshit. If there's one person he should have beat.
So he's more so dressed like the Blues Brothers, not Freddie Mercury.
No, yes and no, because he acts like Freddie Mercury.
I know. Yeah. But Kevin Kelly was saying, I was just watching it, and he was saying no,
he's right. He's right on certain things with that, but like
it has that Freddie Mercury feel.
It does. Yeah, absolutely.
Way more than Blues Brothers. It was a fucking suit.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm like, where are you getting that from? But it is what it is.
I'm getting it from Kevin Kelly.
I think Kevin Kelly's wrong. Sorry, Kevin Kelly. Like, usually, we're good with you and what you say, but like, I think you're wrong on this one.
Kelly here.
Yeah, we fucks with Kevin Kelly hard, but I just think he's wrong on this one. So here we have Juice Robinson, Toru Yano. He defeated him with a roll up. He almost got him with the tape outside of the ring.
That was hilarious.
Thing. But if this is the thing, if he was gonna do that, he should have like dragged him and taped him onto like the fucking the railing, and then exactly. Then it would have been 4-0 with fucking 8 points, which would have been. Do
you remember the old school videos that had like the bouncing ball with like the words and the bouncing balls? Mm. Like as they would sing the bouncing ball.
Oh yeah.
That's what Juice Robinson looked like to me.
Oh yeah, when he was like popping into the thing. Yeah. After that, we had Zack Sabre Jr. defeating Hiroki Goto with the European clutch. Like that. Fucking Zack Sabre Jr. So Zack Sabre Jr. sitting on 4 points.
He has a fucked up shoulder. Yes.
Yeah, Goto does have a fucked up shoulder.
And Kevin Kelly was also saying that it's only been 23 forfeits prior.
Yeah, he could forfeit G1, depending on how bad it is.
He might need to. That might be a possibility. We don't know.
Did he fuck it up during the tournament? He might have, right?
I don't even remember.
Honestly speaking, if I were him, like, health comes first. Either that or just take the L's relatively quickly, because he lost in 4 minutes.
That's why
the match was only 4 minutes, and he tapped out fast.
Yeah. He might have to forfeit.
Yeah, he might have to. Like, I understand, the toughness and this and that. Like, I get it, but after a certain point, like, bro, like,
you might not
be able to use your fucking arms, like,
for the rest of your life.
Come on.
for next year, for the next G1.
Yeah, so he might have to, take at least. Yeah, he might have to forfeit, and I wouldn't blame him if he did. Like if the fact that he made half the tournament so far, half of the scheduled block, like I think that's a good enough success rate, because in the other matches he had like good 10-minute matches, this and that, so he might have heard it during one of the matches. Yeah, because for him to tap out in 4 minutes, like I was surprised. I was at work, I was just doing something, and I look up and the match is over. I'm like, the shit just started.
And I was just sitting there. I was like, yeah, Zach, yeah. I'm like, wait, well, hold up.
I was like, what? And then I had to rewind it, and he tapped. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. I was like, that's a very early tap. So that's when you not saying that, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense that he's hurt. So I wouldn't be surprised if he actually quits. Not quits, but has to pull out a tournament. After that, we had Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Yoshihashi, the match that you were just watching. Fucking 2-minute match. Yoshihashi is putting on shows, man. He's putting in the work. I don't give a fuck what you say, Doc. Like, he was talking so much shit.
No, Doc hit me up too.
He was talking shit about Yoshihashi, his girl Amber. I fucks with you too, Amber. He was talking shit about Yoshihashi. I'm telling you, the boy's been putting on performances since the New Japan Cup. Like, he had a fucking damn near 20-minute match with Hiroshi Tanahashi and almost pulled off the win quite a few times. It's like,
he's a great wrestler, but Yoshihashi might be he might be a similar version of like Zack Ryder.
Like, yes, he has the potential to have good fucking matches.
Yes, he can have really, really good matches. But as long as we've known him to be in New Japan,
I know he's Yoshihashi.
All the injuries he owned up until 2020, he only has one title.
I know.
I just realized. Listening to fucking Kevin Kelly, I told you I'll be waiting for the fucking English versions.
I know.
And he's telling me like him having the 6-man neverweight title.
That was the only one. Yeah,
it's the only one.
That's the one with Ryusuke Taguchi and I forgot who else had it with him, or no.
Tomohiro Ishii, I think.
Tomohiro Ishii, and I don't know, but either way, I think, and this was recent. I think that was like 2018 or 2019 at one point when he won that. I'm not entirely sure, but like he could.
No, that's this year.
That was this year he won it?
He has the title this year. He has the
title now? So that's what I mean. Like, maybe he's finally getting somewhat of a little push because of the fact that like he could put on a fucking show.
No, he has to be getting a push because Kevin Kelly and Rocky Romero, they were just sitting there like, we're used to seeing him having like a deer in the headlights look.
No, and like,
it's
dude,
not happening this year.
Since the New Japan Cup, he's been on it. And like I said, like, you just have to watch this match with Hiroshi Tanahashi. At the end of the match, like, he's fucking patting him on the shoulder, like, yo, good fucking job, dude. Like, this was a fucking match.
It's like a fucking finally.
Yeah, it's like, yo, you put on some shit this time, like. Yeah. And I just like to see that, he's finally performing to what even though he has 1 win and 3 losses, he still has 1 win in the fucking G1. First of all, who the fuck thought he was going to get even 1 win? I'm be real with you. He got a couple of wins in New Japan Cup. He did before he had to fucking pull out because of a hyperextended knee or some shit. Mm-hmm. But like,
that Evil did.
Exactly. Yeah. And he still showed up to fight against Evil, regardless of him not being able to.
That wasn't the round robin tournament. That was just a regular.
No, that was a tournament. Yeah, that was a New Japan Cup. So like this one, him at least having 2 points in the G1, like who the fuck, like and putting on a 18-minute show against fucking Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Quick question: how do we get Kenta versus, how do we get Bullet Club versus Bullet Club, and then we get LIJ?
Yeah, I know. That was good.
Back to back. Mm-hmm. Fucking amazing. Mm-hmm. I'm watching it now. I'm like, I didn't realize it was Naito versus Sonata just now.
Yeah. So with that being said, the 5th match was Kenta versus Evil. Evil defeating Kenta. They're both sitting on 4 points. Good match.
He's leaving the group soon. He's leaving Bullet Club.
Yeah, most likely.
He has to.
He doesn't need to be there, like you said.
He doesn't need to be there. He doesn't fit in. We haven't seen them all together.
He's just out of place. Yeah,
that too. Like let him and Dick Togo go.
Yeah. And after that we had Tetsuya Naito versus Sonata. I'm gonna spoil it. They don't even have the. Yeah, I'm gonna spoil it for you.
It's all right. It's on my TV now. It's all right. I get to it.
Sonata defeats Tetsuya Naito with the moonsault. Yeah,
not for the title.
No, I mean it's not for the title.
It's
not a title shot. But yeah, he defeated him. And he finally has 1 win and 3 losses. 2 points. Tetsuya Naito sitting on 6 points. So A block. Going on to the rankings real quick just to get through this. A block we have is this correct? I believe so. So we have Kota Ibushi on 6. Kota Ibushi, Will Ospreay, Minoru Suzuki, and Taichi and Jay White on 6 points. That's 5 people on 6 points, so it's kind of getting really even right now.
Okay, Taichi.
At 4 points we have Okada. At 4 points we have Okada. And at 2 points we have Jeff Cobb, Tomohiro Ishii, Shingo Takagi. And then at 0 points we had Yujiro Takahashi on the A block. On the B block side we have
Yujiro. Come on.
I mean, get at least one.
At least one. Show that you're part of.
If Yoshihashi could get one, you could get one. That's all I'm saying.
You're part of Bullet Club for a reason.
Yeah. So after that, on B block, the final rankings we have so far: Juice Robinson, Toru Yano, Tetsuya Naito on 6 points. On 4 points, we have Evil, Kenta, Zack Sabre Jr., and Hiroshi Tanahashi on 4, like I said. And on 2 points, we have Hiroki Goto, Yoshihashi, and Sonata. The fact that Sonata has the same amount of points as Yoshihashi is kind of bugging me a little bit, but whatever.
Yeah, look where we were last year.
Exactly.
Look where we were last year and look where we are today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I mean, it's a good tournament so far. I love it right now.
I'm not mad
we're getting great matches back to back every week or every day actually whenever they go. So yeah, I'm having fun, and that's where we're at with New Japan. So we can move on to NXT Takeover 31 happened last night.
One quick thing before we move on, I was saying that when we were, I think it was yesterday when we were at the bar. What I really appreciate about the G1 Climax in New Japan is really just a free for all for if you want to be in a tournament, you're in a tournament, you're fighting whoever you're fighting. And with the G1 is a round robin type of tournament. So you're gonna fight if you end up in the same block as your faction leader, you guys are gonna fight.
Yeah, you have to go for it, which is what's happening right now that you're watching.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I really prefer that because it's still about the respect level and the experience level of the leader, and it's still about who you can beat in the ring. So it's two different things, but it's necessary.
Absolutely. So I love seeing that. Absolutely, like the fact that you could go up against your leader. It's one of those cool things because it's just like, don't take it personal. We're just here to do a job.
Don't take this ass whooping personal.
Yeah, I mean it's not even an ass whooping because most of them get their ass whooped and give the ass whooping at the same time. So it's like they whoever's in the fucking tournament, like at the end of the fucking tournament, they could barely fucking stand anyway at the end of the matches sometimes. So they put everything in there. So like it's but yeah, I love that about New Japan. Well said. So yeah, NXT Takeover 31. 5 quick matches. They weren't quick, but 5. It was a pretty decent pay-per-view overall.
It was really good. It was timed. It was timed better than anything else. But we've been talking about the timing of the pay-per-views for at least
they're hitting about 2 to 2.5 hours recently. Yeah. So that's I'm good with it. So keep that shit up. Keep doing it. So yeah, we can start with NXT. They started with the NXT North American Championship match. Damian Priest defeating Johnny Gargano. Good match, honestly. I mean, Damian Priest, aka Punishment Martinez, which is what we still call him. He's a fucking
yes. It's Damian Priest, aka what we know him as.
If you've seen him before, like you're gonna get more of him that way. And it was just a good match. Johnny Gargano, the penultimate underdog, the scrappy dude of the bunch. Great wrestler, dude. I'm not, I can't shit on his fucking like in-ring talent, but
mixed martial artist.
Is he a mixed martial artist?
at least jiu-jitsu, I think. Some form of, I don't want to say karate, but some form of
what, the Dane Cook of martial arts? Kidding.
Krav Maga.
Karate. Karate's the Dane Cook of martial arts.
Karate.
Krav Maga is what ISIS agents in Archer, not that ISIS, trained in.
Yeah, you have to say that now.
I had to say it because, obvious reasons. People be like, ISIS. Yeah, I don't want this shit getting flagged. We were talking about Archer on FX. And apparently the new season's really good from what I've heard. So
yes,
I haven't seen shit.
You haven't seen the last...
I got up to season 8.
Okay, so you haven't seen the last two.
I'm close, yeah.
It's really, really good. Like I have no problems with none of the seasons, honestly.
I want to see the Dream World shit. I just want to see Archer.
I like Dream World. It's kind of it's jazzy. Yeah.
What is it with you and jazzy shit, you fucking weirdo? Anyways, after that we had Kushida defeating Velveteen Dream. Velveteen Dream came out as the Doc Brown from Moment in Time. No, I'm kidding.
Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3.
Thank you. Because Kushida is pretty much Marty McFly. That's his gimmick. That's been his gimmick since New Japan.
Yeah.
Time Robert, Time Stealer.
You said that he wrestles in pants normally. He doesn't. It was always usually shorts.
What's his shorts?
Yeah.
I've seen him wrestle in jeans though.
Maybe once or twice.
Like at the pay-per-view sometimes.
Yeah,
okay,
but it was
I've seen him do it.
It was usually always shorts.
Oh, the shorts, yeah.
Like the vinyl shorts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I've seen him in jeans before though. At one point,
he goes back and forth, but the shorts were usually regular.
Yeah. Great match. Kushida. I mean, we know what Kushida could do. If you watched him in New Japan, you know how talented he is. Unfortunately, he had a broken wrist that he had to sit out for two months and try to work his way back up. But great match. We know what Velveteen could do in the ring. So matching him with Kushida, and Kushida had a fucking mean streak about it. I was like, yeah, beat the shit out of him, Kushida.
Yeah,
show him that you know.
They honestly had a good build up to to this feud. I watched a little bit. I didn't watch too much, but Kushida, I've been waiting to see what he was going to do in WWE based on him leaving New Japan for them and just kind of sitting on the sidelines for a while because of the injury. But I've been waiting to see what they were going to do with him, and I was not too let down. I wasn't let down at all, but it was.
We just needed to see something soon.
Yes.
And seeing this at Takeover was actually fucking awesome. So.
Yeah,
for me,
and we all know that Velveteen doesn't win at NXT takeovers, but so I was not mad, but I kind of wanted him to win, but not really.
Not really, I didn't. I wanted Kushida. Kushida needed it more than
way
Velveteen.
more.
So
Velveteen.
So after that, we had the NXT Cruiserweight Championship match. Santos Escobar defeating Isaiah Swerve Scott. This is my first time seeing Santos Escobar. I've seen Isaiah Swerve a bunch of times.
You've seen him before. He is El Hijo del Fantasma.
Like I said, it was my first time seeing Santos Escobar. Somebody said he was like, what was it?
That's Del Rio's brother.
No, that's not Alberto Del Rio's brother.
What is he is a Fantasma, something.
Whatever. Either way, he's really good. I like him.
Yeah, he is.
Pretty good. And he has that cockiness about him that this dude has. Not Del Rio, the other one. El Ídolo. Come on, he comes out with Zelina Vega.
Andrade. Everyone was saying
there you go. Yeah, he's kind of like the new Andrade. I don't subscribe to that fact, but at the same time, I could see certain similarities just because he has a fucking beard. That's why everybody, he's the new Andrade. Stop being racist. Just because he's Mexican and he has a beard and he knows how to do lucha stuff doesn't mean he's a new Andrade.
He does lucha stuff.
He has a different swag.
Beard and he's a Spaniard. Those are the three things.
He's not Spaniard. He's Mexican.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's the offensive.
But it was a good performance. It was a good performance.
Oh yes, it was amazing.
Really good, and really good from Isaiah Scott. Even though he kind of packed on a little bit during the quarantine, but that didn't slow him down.
We all did.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But it didn't slow him down, and it was still a good match. No, that's just all from like all the the acid build up with your Tums and shit.
I got them ready, but that's.
It's funny when I got home, I was just like, oh, Tums. Sponsored by Tums. Anyways,
you better put that. You better put that shit on fucking IG.
So afterwards, we had the NXT Women's Championship. Io Shirai defeating Candice LeRae. Pretty damn good match. I love Io Shirai. Candice LeRae put up a good fight, but Io Shirai is Io Shirai. Like,
I feel like I was texting most of the match.
Yeah, come on. I mean, I was kind of tipsy too by that point.
I said texting.
I was tipsy, I said, because I had that tequila drink.
That's what that yellow thing was at last with the straw?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And then after that, we had, it was the first time I was at the bar for a while. What the fuck? And then the NXT Championship match, Finn Balor defeating Kyle O'Reilly. Great match. Kyle O'Reilly's a fucking beast. Finn Balor, we know what Finn Balor could do. Finn Balor bit his fucking tongue off probably because he was bleeding at the end. But either way, I like the fact that at the end, he showed respect to Kyle O'Reilly instead of like being a dick. He was like, yo, you did a good job. Let's hump. I'm kidding. But no, he was it was a great match. I had fun watching it.
NXT's WWE link is pretty much basically saying that Finn had a fractured jaw.
Ouch.
Yeah. From
what though? From him just stomping? Because it just happened after the stomp, and then he goes.
The first stomp.
How hard did he stomp? Well, what I'm saying is, was he gritting his teeth when he did it? Because that's the only way you could really like actually.
Or maybe because remember, it wasn't the coup de grace off the top rope.
No, it was right. It was just a stomp right there. So it's like
maybe he caught himself with his knees to his chin.
Oh, you might be right. That might be possible.
That might have happened.
I didn't think about that.
Haven't. Yeah. Remember, if you remember,
while he grabbed it afterwards. Yeah. Okay.
While we were watching it. Even watching the highlights, I wasn't too attentive.
Fractured your own fucking jaw with your knees.
If he has to vacate this title because of this, I will be really pissed off.
They won't do it.
Because that means
they'll find a way to keep him as champion.
They should, because I'll be very mad because this is
Kyle O'Reilly should have fucking won. Then that's the point. Yeah.
No, and not only that, but back to 2016 when he had the title he won it and let it. He vacated it and won and not. But even let's be real,
he was already the NXT champion at one point too, so it's not like it would be.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. I get it.
Yeah, it would just be something that bothers me.
Yeah.
But
that was NXT.
And Kyle O'Reilly had some broken teeth, apparently.
He did. That's why he was bleeding from his mouth too.
I didn't. Okay, I read that and I didn't put two and two together. I just said okay.
Wear a mouth guard, people. Fuck.
Honestly, be Cesaro.
Yeah, a lot of people do it. Fucking Shayna Baszler does it.
She does it because she's an MMA, but yeah, she should do it because
but if you get kicked in the fucking thing, if you actually catch the kick, you can break a fucking tooth. You can
if you're in combat sports, you should.
Nakamura does it and I'm pretty sure he does it for a reason. Probably like, I don't want my tooth kicked out again.
He learned from Cesaro as well.
No, he's been doing that since New Japan.
I know. Just
But yeah, that was NXT. I liked NXT. It was cool. It was cool to see everybody at Legends too. It's been a while. It's been since February. It's been fucking like 7 months. So shout out to Java Cheers and everybody that was there.
And that was the other bar.
Exactly. So yeah, we haven't been at Legends for like at least almost 9 months. So yeah. It's been some time, but it was cool seeing everybody. Everybody was socially distant. Everybody was chilling, having their masks on. Only take it off when you eat or drink or whatever and put it right back on. And I like to see that because everybody was, we got to take care of each other. And that's what it was. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and, do what you got to do. I hope that guy got slapped 21 times on the chest. I don't know what happened. I have to ask if it happened.
Oh, yeah, the birthday guy. I was just
going to go over and just go. But I was just like, nah.
Freaking Mr. Black wanted to give him 21 shots. I'm like, no, you wanted to give him 21 low blows. I'm just sitting
You were
there
about
like,
to say blowjobs, weren't you? Fucking asshole. Yeah, I mean, if it's his 21st birthday, go hard or go home. Get 21 low blows.
how are you gonna get home after 21
That's
low blows?
his problem. It's Uber, not mine.
This
I
is
could
true.
have convinced him if I wanted to, but I'm
This
like,
is
nah.
true. He had friends there.
Yeah, he did, exactly. But yeah, anything else we want to talk about AEW before we have to sign off? We got about 5 minutes left.
New Japan has 1,500 G1 matches.
Why do you do this? We already finished talking about New Japan. Like, bring that shit up during New Japan.
I completely forgot because I wrote that. So yeah, yeah, 1,500. 1,500.
Sorry. I was just gonna go on my face
I'm looking at you. I'm like, you just say, what are you looking at? But yeah, New Japan has 1,500 G1 matches.
Yeah, to watch too.
That's
on the fucking thing. That's crazy. From 91.
Yes. Yeah. So what else? We're gonna have NXT 31. Well, we had NXT 31. We're gonna have NXT Halloween Havoc on some random Wednesday.
Hosted by Shotzi Blackheart.
Shotzi Blackheart, who has the luxurious green Halloweenish hair.
Yeah.
We love her. It's been a year since we've seen
we saw her at in Brooklyn.
What anything you can do.
Battle Club. Yeah, Battle Club.
Apparently she can do it better.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, that's why she's in WWE now.
Speaking of that, Anthony Bowen, who was actually on that card, he was at AEW this week. I believe he's gonna
sign the man.
Yeah.
The dude is too good. Can somebody just fucking sign him?
He's gonna be on Dark. He's gonna be on Dark. He is gonna be on Dark.
Okay. Cool.
There's not really much to talk about with AEW. They're gonna have the
30 Years of Jericho.
30 Years of Jericho, which I'm really interested to see how they do it without the help of New Japan and without the help of WWE, aka WWE, WCW, ECW.
I think at a certain point you have to make certain concessions. Like as WWE and New Japan, like if you care about the wrestler and his career, make the concessions. Like he was the first undisputed champ. Like that's a big fucking deal. He was like,
respect that shit.
Yeah, he was the IWGP Intercontinental Champion. He's has the most Intercontinental Champions ever in wrestling. Like, right?
Yeah,
probably like one of the most. Yeah, exactly. Within the WWE and overall, like the dude's just been like, give that at least. You know what I mean? From all sides, like
definitely. Like
he deserves these accolades to be broadcasted.
One thing and one thing only, the grudge that TNA or Impact Wrestling, whatever you want to call them, should hold against WWE, that they do not hold because they let them use the video footage or some kind of video footage. WWE should do that with all the other companies. I don't care how much competition there is. Get over it.
It's wrestling history.
It's wrestling history.
That's what it is. And that has to come first. Exactly,
because on WWE, we've seen many jokes about everything about AEW, about even about Jeff Hardy versus Matt Hardy and the concussion situation. We've got that. We've got the jokes about WWE buying AEW years from now. We got that. Okay, so fuck it. Utilize them.
Yeah.
Utilize them.
Man, I just want to see them do something cool for him. Like at least, like if you could at least, say courtesy WWE of footage and whatever. That's all you need. That's all you need.
WWE Network or WWE Studio or something.
Courtesy of New Japan, bro. Like you could do that. So I just want to see something cool. So
because honestly, no one really. It's a couple of people that care about the war, but it's really more people care about just the ability of these wrestlers being able to be signed to this company, that company, and still have the same, not the same, but a similar outreach. We're on fucking cable TV.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all that matters. If it's not there, if they don't utilize it, everyone will talk. If they utilize it, everyone will talk. But more negative will come versus positive if they don't utilize AEW in the way that AEW, like, it should just be an outreach. It doesn't have to be 100%.
No, it's just courtesy of. That's it. Yeah. That's all you need. Courtesy of.
That's it. That's cross promotion enough for me.
Courtesy
honestly.
Of footage. That's all. I
don't expect no cross promotion with WWE and anybody else, but that is the minimum that I would hope to see, and that I would hope we actually get.
Especially for somebody's career as Jericho's, like that, he put in a lot for the wrestling industry. Period. So, like, that's somebody that should be celebrated overall by multiple companies. Should be celebrated. So
he put over Fandango, who was amazing, but it's Fandango at WrestleMania. Yeah. NWA Power has no return date, but we have Billy Corgan and the world has hopes for a return date, but there's no return date.
You went over that already.
He keeps talking about it, and I keep writing it down. Apparently, I don't know. That's really about it.
All right.
Sometime later on, we're going to talk about the Grand Slam champions of WWE, and as much as we love them, we don't really need them. They can be in the Hall of Fame and they can move on because the Shield is Grand Slam. Ziggler. That's about it. Yeah.
Well, that's something we could definitely discuss for sure.
Yeah, because that's a whole different topic.
Yeah, that's a long topic.
I'm really excited for 30 years of Jericho. We also have a Cody versus Brody Lee match. It's going to be a dog collar match, and I'm really excited for that.
God, I don't even. Yeah.
Cody going to get fucked up again.
That being said, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you so much for watching. You can follow us on Twitter at Pokes and Chokes, myself at _Mr. Alex25 _ the guy on the other side at
NU_KEWLA. Look at the mug.
Yeah, Facebook.com/Pokes and Chokes. Instagram at Pokes Chokes Podcast. You could listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I feel like I should know this by now. Google Podcasts.
Everything except the title.
Stitcher and Transistor FM. And also you could get our merch on Redbubble, Threadless. Teespring is actually launching in 3 days, so that should be available. Yeah. And he has his new mask. And so thanks again. We'll catch you guys next week with more G1, more other stuff, more you got and I gotta make the 200 one because that's coming up soon too. Okay, look at you being a fucking beast. And I already kind of got that logo. So yeah, thanks for watching. Oh, and we're doing the giveaway soon. Watch out on Twitter and YouTube or our IG for an announcement on that. So
difficult. Fuck
thanks so much. Have a good one. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.
Yeah.